Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a plan with me in the Amplify Planner. I got a lot of requests to show you how I use this planner, and I mean, here we go. This is how I use it. Yep. And if you haven't already, if you're like, what is this? I do have a video going over this. This is the Amplify Planner. It's a planner that I've designed with my friend Rayanne, and we're launching it out into the world and we're super excited, but obviously you guys want to see how I use it, and so let's just go ahead and dive right in. So we're in April. I'll give you a little peek at least my month. I've obviously already planned for April because it is April, and so basically how I use my monthly spread is I use it for social media planning and then any other big events that happen. I don't tend to have a lot of like appointments or things like that. I don't know why, that's just not my life. So I tend to use this, like I said, for social media scheduling and keeping track of all of that. I use the freedom boxes along the side as just like weekly goals that I want to try to accomplish in that week, or specific due dates during that week, just as a little reminder. I use this section up here as a to-do list, and then I'm terrible at habit trackers. That's just, it's not my thing. I'm not good at habit trackers, but Rayanne loves habit trackers, and I know you guys love habit trackers, so that's why we've included a habit tracker. I just suck at habit trackers, and it's kind of, I'll be totally honest, I'm in the COVID kind of funk a little bit. I think we all are, where it's just, it's weird, you know? We're stuck at home, we can't go outside, the world's a weird place, everyone's freaking out. So we're just gonna take this habit tracker kind of with a grain of salt this month, and hopefully once the stay-at-home ordinance lifts and the world tends to get a little bit back to normal, maybe I can come back to this habit tracker, but right now we're just really taking it day by day. It's all you can really do. And then as far as the weeks go, I tend to break it out like into 3 sections of like tasks, social media, and then my dinner plans. And then I have my to-do list, and then I just fill out the other sections according to what they are. This has been working out okay, but I do think I might mix it up this week. We'll see. This is at least how I used it. I did a post, or we did a post on Amplify's Instagram a couple days ago that showed different layouts for the weekly section, and it kind of inspired me, so I might give that a try. We'll see. Again, I'm in a weird funk of everything's the same but also everything's different. I worked from home to begin with, you know, so like that really hasn't changed, but just the fact of like not being able to go outside and do things, or like go to the gym or things like that, is just like, it's just made things weird. That's the only way to explain it. And then the days I kind of just use as I need. And you know, the weekends I don't tend to have a lot going on, so I tend to not fill out the weekends. I will here and there, but that's really it. This was last week. I didn't fill a lot of it out, and that's okay. And again, just going through the days. So here we are on the upcoming week. So one thing that inspired me was, like I said, that post that I shared, the different planner spreads. I do have like a little, this is our fill it out planner for social media stuff, just so then I can kind of, I don't have to put as much like personal things in it. It can kind of just be like open-ended and, you know, okay to share with the world. Not that I'm opposed to sharing all of my information, because I already do that, but it's always good to have a planner that's like filled out that we can use for social media content. So one spread that I really liked was I really liked this like morning evening routine where you just split your day in half, and it's kind of like its own habit tracker in a sense, that you make sure that you do your morning and evening routines. And I also really liked this one, which is kind of like a journaling prompt spread. I got inspired, I think it was Jade, who's one of our amazing users. She says that she likes to use her weekly layout for journaling, and I'm not a big journaler, like especially just like freehand journaling. I can't do that. So, I mean, I could, you know, I'm just not good at it. It doesn't work for me. I can't keep up with it. So I came up with these like random prompts of like my number one priority. I want to do less, I want to do more, and what made me happy. And I was like, that's kind of fun, and that could be really cool to do, especially in this quarantine situation of just like, you don't have to just like brain dump your thoughts. It's just quick little like, okay, this is just the overall picture of the day. So I think I might give that a try. So you're gonna be really surprised. I don't use stickers in my planner. I don't know why, I don't, and that could change. Again, it's just a weird, everything's weird right now, and I don't use stickers. That's it. And so I do tend to use highlighters. My planners, they're boring. Like, my Amplify planner really isn't all that pretty and glamorous, and I'm okay with that. Maybe one day it will be, but right now I feel like I don't need stickers, so I don't use them. As much as you guys are surprised by that, I don't know what to tell you. So let's go ahead and kind of dive in. I think I'm gonna kind of just lay it out the same as I did. I might do like a little section along the side to do my meal plan for the week, just so I don't forget it. And I need to find a pen that I like, that I can highlight over, which is always the hardest part. I got my Micron 01 pen. This is always my go-to highlighting pen because it doesn't smudge. And I'm just gonna draw a little box out for my meal plan for the week. And let's do like 6 boxes. So one thing I do love about this layout is it has the grid lines, you know, in your daily boxes. And so it's really easy to just like draw out whatever you need to draw out to help you track the day. If you need a bigger space, go bigger. If you need a smaller space, go smaller. Like, no big deal. Okay, so there we go. I have my dinner, and then I'm just gonna go through and write down the prompts that I wrote in these boxes and for the days. And I'm probably gonna abbreviate a little bit because this is for the gram, and I don't necessarily need that, although I'm sure I will end up posting this to social media anyways. It's my planner and I do what I want. Okay, now that that's all filled out, we're gonna go ahead and highlight it just to add that pop of color. And I kind of picked some like springtime colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need one more. Boom, we'll do a rainbow. And like I said, I tend to not use stickers in this planner. I don't. Not that you couldn't. If you want examples of someone that uses stickers in her planner, Safira from Dulce Planner does an amazing job using stickers in this planner. I just haven't found a need to, and I've been busy trying to run 2 businesses right now between Chelsea Brown Designs and then getting this, you know, to where it is today. It's definitely kept me extra busy, and so I just haven't been decorating it as much and just kind of using it as it is, which has been nice because it lets me definitely see this planner in, you know, just a bare bones, this is what it is, like no extra like fluffy stuff, if that makes sense. And so I think that's been able to help us, you know, adjust the layout as we've needed, or see how it can be used in different ways, and just how it's able to help the variety of people that it's able to help. But I'm sure I'll get back into stickering. It's not what I'm about right now. But it'll come back. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still love stickers, so. I forgot that these mild liners are brand new, and for some reason they are the juiciest highlighters ever. It's literally like just puddling all over the place. I'm like, really? So there might be some bleed through a little bit just because these highlighters are so juicy. I don't know why. I've never had a batch of mild liners be this juicy before, but they just, even in my passion planner, they bled right through, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? So if you see that, don't be alarmed. I mean, paper can only do so much. This is printed on a really nice paper, trust me. We made sure that it was a good paper that would hold up, but these mild liners, like I said, are really juicy. They bleed through the passion planner paper too, so there's only so much you can do unless you're, you know, printing your planner on watercolor or like marker paper, and that's not going to be a thing. So okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and fill out these gray boxes, and then my weekly spread's done. So here is my weekly spread all filled out. I am really excited to try these journaling prompts this week. I'm sure you guys all understand that, you know, staying at home and doing the social distancing and not going outside and all that stuff, every day your mood can be very different from the last. I mean, even hour by hour. And I do think that this week is going to be a little bit more challenging to stay like happy and positive and all that stuff, because it's supposed to be really cold and really snowy and really gross outside. And when it's like that, I just want to sit on the couch and watch TV and not do anything, you know, especially when I literally can't go outside. So it'll be interesting to see what these journaling prompts say, especially day by day, because it can change so much. So I'm excited to see that. I filled out these top sections, and then this bottom section. I like to use this lined section as a weekly to-do list, but it's open for interpretation to use however you want, because that's what this planner is all about. So let's go ahead and dive into our days. Now, I do tend to leave this page blank, and I just use it for whatever I need to use it throughout the week as sort of like a brain dump. Last week, you can see that I used it to write out the quarantine bingo for the sticker I made for my birthday flash sale. So it's always just kind of there if I need it to be there. I honestly tend to use this page more than I do the dot grid pages in the back of the planner. Just because I've never tended to be someone that uses the back pages. Even in my passion planners or any other planners, they've always kind of been back there if I need them, but that's never been something that's like been a necessity in my planner. But having just an extra notes page in between the weeks is super helpful. So I use this all the time, but I'm going to leave it blank because I'm going to use it when I need to use it. As far as my days go, I do like to plan out at least a little bit in advance my daily spreads. And what I like to do is fill out my freedom boxes, and then I'll fill out my daily habits. Again, like I said, it's very just like, you know, very what I'm going to use, you know, the Cultivate What Matters quote, grace over guilt. That's how I feel about the daily habits. So I'm going to write them down, but if they don't happen, it's fine. We're just going day by day here, you know. April has been weird. So what I'm gonna do, and I tend to like to stick to some sort of color palette, so like we're doing this little rainbow, I'll go ahead and just kind of highlight this top line in my freedom boxes. That way I don't have to use a pen. I'm doing such a bad job at keeping this straight, but I kind of like that it's like messier instead of using a ruler to draw it out in a straight line. But anyways, I like to highlight first, and then I can use whatever pen I want and just write over it, and then I don't have to worry about the pen smudging. So that's been really nice. And then I have like a very specific ruler, and I can never remember what ruler it is. Where are you? There we go. I do like to do a low-key time tracking in my planner. Let's find like an example. I mean, something simple like that, or even like this. So I'll just draw a line, and you've seen me use this technique in some previous passion planner videos. Guess where I got it from? I've been keeping this secret from you guys for a while, and so some of the techniques that I've used in the Amplify Planner I made into Plan With Me videos in my Passion Planner because you guys didn't know about this planner yet. So, secrets. So this is kind of how I just lay out my first week. Actually, that's a lie. I fill out the freedom boxes and the habits. I did say that. Let me do that really quick. Okay, so that's a better example of how I use the daily spreads. So I have just my line drawn out so I can time track for the day. I use this top freedom box for Chelsea Brown Design social media stuff and just other like mental note things. Same goes for the Amplify Planner because now we're keeping track of 2 social media accounts. And then we have dinner plans, and then I'm keeping track of my spending. I kind of went a little leeway on budgeting, which was one of my 2020 goals. March was a weird month because I started it off at the Alt Summit in Palm Springs, and then the coronavirus chaos hit and we got home quarantined, and then the same kind of rolled into April. But I think just kind of low-key keeping track of my 2020 goals, and again, choosing grace over guilt about all of that, we have to find some sense of normalcy. So I'm like, okay, let's refocus on spending because otherwise I'm gonna buy all the random stuff on Amazon that I don't need. So just kind of keeping track of something. So I've been using this box as spending. The rest of it, I use this gray box right here to track the weather, and I do that every morning because Colorado, the weather changes at any moment, all the moments, every day. So I track it first thing in the morning, and then I fill everything out as the day progresses. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill all this stuff out, and my camera might die, so let's hope it doesn't before I get to do this wrap up. Okay, you guys, here's my week. Sorry, I totally did not charge my camera. Whoops, YouTube fail. So I had to stop recording, obviously, because my camera died, and charge the battery, and I just let it charge overnight, and now it's the next day, so I figured I might as well show you filling out my planner since it is Monday. So here is the spread, of course, for my weekly spread. I've kind of gone ahead and filled out these sections. It's still pretty early in the day, so I don't have anything filled out for this what made me happy. I filled out my dinner for the week, and that's really what my weekly spread's gonna look like. And then I went ahead and started filling out my daily spread. I've done some time tracking over here, filled out my to-do list and my social media, dinner spending, all that. So that's really what my planner looks like. It's nothing crazy. Again, just some pen and some highlighter. I haven't used stickers yet, and I don't know why, but I'm sure it'll happen eventually. I know you guys have been asking. I haven't needed them, so I haven't used them, and that's how it is. So here you go. So let me know if you have any questions or if there is something you want to see me show you in the Amplify Planner. Again, mine's pretty straightforward, and then let me know how you're dealing with this whole social distancing, stay at home. Colorado's under a very strict stay at home ordinance. You can only go out to go grocery shopping, and that's really about it. Not that everyone's, totally listening, but for the most part, that's all Ian and I have been doing. We've just been staying home and going grocery shopping. And I'm starting to lose my mind just a little bit, especially this week because it's currently snowing. It's a whole 25 degrees outside, so there's no going outside at all, even to like take a walk or things like that. I mean, I could, but I'm not a fan of the cold. So let me know what you're doing to keep your sanity during these times, especially if you can't go outside like me, because it's getting a little rough. Oh, we'll make it through. Everything will be fine. We have our planners. This is what's going to keep our sanity, right? So if you haven't already, please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and give it all the engagement you can, because watching my YouTube channel and supporting my YouTube channel is one way to support me without, having to spend any money. So it really does help a ton, and that goes for any YouTuber that you follow, not just me, of course. So make sure you engage with those fellow channels because it really means so much to us. And I will see you guys next time, hopefully in this planner again. So yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.